Whoa, hey everybody!
That was kind of
That
surprising.
was a quick one, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was.
We're using a new intro thing, so that was a little quicker than we were expecting. So, hey, hopefully everybody is doing well. I'm super excited to say we only have 53 days till Disney World.
I'm so excited.
I know, right?
Yep.
It's
I'm counting down.
Whew, Juan, hey, thanks for joining. And it's almost pumpkin season, too. We need to figure out what we're doing.
Juan says, happy wife.
Happy wife, happy life, end of stream. I kind of like to think of Juan as happy spouse, happy house.
Absolutely.
Because it's not always about the wife. We matter. Okay? Sort of. So, anyway, we let them think that. So, thanks for joining Time Out with Michael. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Hit that little like button or subscribe button, the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Oh, Luke, stop calling.
It's your brother. It might be important.
Yeah, it's not important.
It might
He should know better.
He doesn't, though.
So, he does. He knows. I have a live stream every Monday.
Brother would forget his baby.
I know he would.
If he
My brother would forget his baby on the side of the street if he didn't have like everybody paying attention to him. So anyway,
so,
so yeah, we're gonna go to Disney World in 53 days, and we're gonna visit the Magic Kingdom. We're gonna visit the
Hollywood Studios. Epcot. What are we forgetting? Oh, Animal Kingdom.
Epcot. Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I know, 53 days, Juan. 53 days. Then we're going to shoot over to Universal Studios and see all of that. Oh, yeah.
I'm really bummed we only have one day for Universal Studios because I feel like we need more.
We might change that. We have an extra day in Disney, and we might do something different. I just don't know
how to feel about it because there's 2 parks and I don't know.
I know. So, Kilimanjaro Safari, yay. Yes, the safari. That should be super fun. We get to see animals, not like Jurassic Park where everybody was not there.
What if it turns into Jurassic Park?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited to do Velocicoaster 2 one.
That should be awesome.
That is going to be so good.
Maybe we'll see Oswald there.
That
would be fun.
I'm most excited to do the Harry Potter Hagrid's motorcycle.
Hagrid's motorbike ride, Juan. That's one that we're super excited about as well. So what I was thinking about today, I was super, super sad.
For what?
Because I was thinking about what we were going to ride. And Michael Riley, hey, thanks for joining. I was super sad for the fact that, okay, so I'm a big Disney nerd, and I've been doing a little thing after hours and stuff. We're not going to talk about that now. But as I'm doing this thing after hours, I listen to the Disney soundtrack. And what came on today when I was doing my little side thing? What came on?
Space Mountain?
No. Carla and Kiko Adventures, thanks for joining.
Hey, Carla and Kiko.
So again, as I'm
I don't know if it's just Carla or if it's Kiko because it says them both.
Yeah.
It's probably just Carla.
Yes, Michael, we are going to Disney World same time as Carla and Kiko and Midlife Vibes and Juan and Brian Villanueva. Totally butchered his last name. Sorry.
Why don't you just call him
Brian V?
Brian
VV.
Yeah.
We'll have to come up with something better.
Cope and Mellow.
Hey,
we were just talking about you guys. In a good way.
So, okay, so I'm listening. I'm doing my side gig thing.
On?
And the music's playing. And what comes on?
I don't know. I already asked
Cars.
you 4 times.
Cars. Radiator Springs Racers.
We won't be doing that.
That is one thing I super, super enjoy. I love that ride. I love the land, and I know there's going to be different things there that we're going to see that we don't get to see in Disneyland. but I just kind of got like bummed, like, oh,
But
dang
they
it.
have that test track, which is
I know a
kind
test
of
track is
similar.
kind of similar, but it doesn't have the same feel as cars.
Excuse me. Now I have
So,
a tickle in my throat.
yeah. Michael Riley, this is a hard thing for me. Midlife, hey, how are you? Thanks for joining.
Hey, Midlife. Look at this. Oh, wait. I'm representing. That was awkward. I apologize.
So she's representing the midlife. Michael
So-
Riley, here's the thing. I think I will do a little bit of streaming. I will do a little bit of vlogging.
And I think that while we're there, when you're not vlogging or streaming, I think I might go on Facebook or Instagram and do a couple of lives and post some pictures too.
Yeah. I just, Michael, I want to enjoy the experience. I want to be able to enjoy everything with everybody that's going to be there. My brother and sister-in-law and their little girl is coming as well as their Savannah's mom and dad and her sister. And so I just really want to take the experience in, and not because I'm not a huge Disney Channel like some of our other friends are, and not that I don't want to have a little bit of content, and I will have a little bit, but I just really want to take it in. This is our big family vacation that we do. As we go back to Disneyland, we will do more vlogs and more videos stuff there. Absolutely do that when we get back to Disneyland. But I don't think I'm going to. Hold on one second. Oh, never mind. He hung up. Riker. I just don't think that I'm going to vlog and live stream as much because I want to enjoy the moment there. I don't know how many times we're going to get back to Disney World as a family and as this big of a group.
Well, and
I
we keep telling our boys that we are giving them we're giving them this trip as, it's part of their Christmas, it's part of their birthday. They've earned this trip, and we don't want to take away from their experience by being tuned into vlogging so much. We'll take a couple of opportunities for sure to do it, but it's not going to be our main focus.
Yeah. So with that, Michael, that's kind of what we'll do when we're there. So, Carly and Kiko, thank you so much. Yes, hit the like button and make some comments. We like that. King B, how are you, dude? Thanks for joining the stream. So let's dive into this.
I've been a little bit nervous about this one.
She's worried.
It's kind of a touchy subject sometimes.
This is a touchy subject, and I think that as we go through this, we probably will argue some points. We probably will agree with some points, but we just kind of wanted to talk. Oh, Riker's sneaking into the back of the stream there.
Is he being sneaky?
He is.
Riker had his first day of middle school today. So.
How was it, Ray? He says good. So anyway, duties of a husband and wife. This is super different.
Make Michael clean the toilets.
Yeah, that I've done that before. I don't do it as much
anymore. Carla says hi.
So anyway, we wanted to talk about this because over the years, things have definitely changed. The what you do for work, what you do for your careers, what you do.
Riker, Josh says hi.
In general, it's one of those things that it just is totally different. And we wanted to kind of talk about what we have done over the years to make things work and make things flow and be good. It doesn't always happen because I'm lazy and don't take care of those things, but I try to do my best.
Well, and then Juan said again, happy wife, happy life, end of stream. But it isn't that easy, Juan. It's not that cut and dry, I don't think. Because I don't feel like it's all about me.
I think there was a big thing that used to be happy wife, happy life, and that was a big motto. Um, so anyway, it's just whatever you can. We're going to talk about 4 topics that we really think are huge. What's going on, and then we'll kind of open it up. We'll take some. We'll not take comments, but you can comment the whole time. We'll try to jump onto them. But we really are just going to try to go over these 4 topics and see what's going on.
Hey, Kiko.
And talk about those.
Thanks for stopping in to say hi.
And then we will go into kind of the fun part where we can talk about it and really dissect a few things. So anyway, the first topic that we want to really go after is all time is created equal, right?
I think so.
I don't think that one person really needs to do everything or less or however. And so kind of this is, each of you need to be on the same page of how you value your time. And when I talk about that is, Carrie would come to me and say, are you going to take out the garbage? Can you take the garbage out? I'm like, yeah, sure.
4 days later.
Who's going to see that our garbage hasn't been taken out? To me, it wasn't a priority, number one. I'm like, okay, I'll get to it. To her, it meant more. So when she came and said, I'd like the garbage taken out, she wanted the garbage taken out, right? So trying to really understand how the time was valued was understanding that value of time. And each of us are different. Again, I didn't think that the garbage necessarily needed to be taken out right then and there, but she wanted it. She wanted it done, and that's why she asked. So
I usually don't ask you to do things unless it's important to me.
And again, that's where we had to come to, hey, this is important to her, and it's one of those things. You have to really understand what the expectation is. And
Carla says you sound like the twins.
Right? But again, there was things that I thought were important. Carla, Josh, do you clap every once in a while?
He says we both participate in all the duties. Becky does all of it, and I watch.
He
Josh,
claps every once in a while.
I don't know that I believe that.
I don't think so.
I really don't believe that about you.
The commitment to making each other's time balanced, it takes both of you to figure that out. We have kind of come up with something that Carrie likes to take care of a lot of things. She probably doesn't like to, but she does take care of a lot of things in the house, aka vacuuming, mopping, sweeping,
everything in
laundry, cooking, cleaning, making the bed, putting away the laundry. You know what? We have a little dog. Sometimes, all the time, he's a little dog, and we have to handle that. It's a lot of fun. But Carrie takes care of most of that. I tried to make sure that I take care of the outside, shoveling the snow, mowing the lawn, those type of things. That's really all I do.
Yeah. Carrie takes care of the tequila. No, Carrie does not take care of the tequila.
No tequila. Rum. She takes care of the rum. You've kind of been on a vodka thing lately, which is they have some really good vodka.
Mango.
Caraco. Caraco vodka.
No, it's called Ciroc.
Or Ciroc. Yeah, that's right. Ciroc vodka. Whew. It's a good smooth vodka.
Yeah. Who takes care of finding the Sasquatch? We're waiting on you, Juan.
Waiting on you. It's wide open. But there are times when I try to unload the dishwasher, make the bed.
I am a pirate. You do sometimes surprise me by doing a few things. It's really nice.
I try to do those, and I try to maintain the outside as best I can. There are times where Carrie has mowed the lawn, where she has shoveled her fair share of snow. I'm usually in the side-by-side plowing snow, so it's not really
DDG.
Huge things.
I loved seeing all your pictures of Belize on social. That was so awesome.
Yes, it was. Holy cow. I lived vicariously the whole time through you.
The food looked good.
the weather, the beach, the everything.
Everything looked
It was
good.
awesome. So that's so cool.
53 days, DDG.
53
days.
We're so excited. So anyway, topic number 1, again, it needs to be created equally. And as we get through the rest of these topics, you'll understand why it's just a good thing. Now, if you guys can get to a point where I would say one or the other takes care of the duties, and you're okay with that, and you're comfortable with that, you've sat down, and that's what's okay to work for your family, absolutely go with that. Don't try to even move around from that. Don't mess with that. Just make it work how it's working. Kevin Hernandez, hey, thanks for joining. We appreciate your support. Number 2.
So keep things interesting, I think. Sometimes when you do the same things day in, day out, it just gets monotonous, and you kind of lose who you are and your time for yourself. So I think when you kind of keep things interesting and you learn to help each other out, like for example, when you come in and you help me with dinner and I'm doing the meal prep, and you jump in and you help with the meal prep, and then dinner gets done faster. And then after dinner, when we both get up and we go clean the kitchen and do the dishes together, it gives us each more time to do things together or for ourselves, and it just keeps things nice, I think. So it's nice to switch things up and help each other out.
Absolutely. I think that, the big thing on keeping things interesting is to Joe. Hey, you're here too.
Oh, hey, Joe Ross.
I thank you for joining. I like when both of them come on, Joe and Jem and Kiko and Carla. Where in the heck is Between the Vibes? Where's she at?
Becky's at work.
Oh, she's still working. Okay, hopefully she'll join in later. But I think keeping things interesting, if Carrie came here every single day after she worked and cooked and cleaned, which she pretty much does.
Kind of do.
It would that's all she does. She just cooks and cleans, goes to work, goes to bed, gets up, goes to work, cooks and cleans.
I get a little cranky when I do it all by myself all the time.
When you step in and help, and you take care of some of those things that your spouse might always take care of, that gives them extra time in their day, in their week, in their time, that they don't, Carrie probably comes home and she's like, okay, I got to go do the dishes, I got to cook dinner, I got to make the bed. And when I take care of those things and she comes home, it's like, oh,
it's a nice surprise. It's really good.
I get to take a break, and I get to, again, and when I say, when we say keep things interesting and don't lose yourself in that, you continue doing the day in and day out things that you don't get to live your life. You don't get to, jump on Pinterest, go out for a walk, go to cornhole, go to golf leagues, go to Disneyland. I mean, you're stuck doing those things because you're not helping out. So keep it interesting. Switch it up. Make sure that you help out.
Point. Carla says, make sure to involve your kids on some of those duties also. That is so important. Our boys have assigned chores that they do, and they earn an allowance every week, and
good work ethic for when they get older. I never ever seriously, and I talked about this with one of my people today. The generation below me, they're entitled and they have a poor work ethic, and there are a lot out there that have a good work ethic. But I promise you, it's all about us. It's all about us teaching them now to have a good work ethic, so when they go out there, they're going to have a good work ethic.
Absolutely.
And a lot of that is chores. I mean, it doesn't have to be huge.
Well,
take out the garbage, or pick up your bowl, or put it in the sink.
Not just that, but we are a family, and we all work together to keep the house nice. You and I were discussing earlier, and it ties into a lot of this stuff, and especially some of the points we're going to make in a few minutes. We don't live in the 1950s anymore, where the husband works, the wife stays home, the husband gets to come home and put his feet up, and the wife has all the household duties. It isn't like that anymore. I work and you work a lot of hours. We both work really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And we both have our seasons, which are kind of opposite, because your busy season is my slower season usually, although that didn't happen this summer. And then your slow season is usually my busy season. So we kind of have those times where we're not so busy, but you and I work so much. And part of giving the boys chores and helping around the house is not just so they can earn their money, but they get to understand what it's like to be, we're a part of a family, and we keep, oh geez, Josh, we all work together to keep the house nice, not just me.
We do. But, Carla says allowance, so what is that? Really what we're trying to teach our boys is
how to manage their money and how
money.
To save their money
and
how to spend their money.
They don't have that class in school anymore. They don't, Riker understands that he has to save his money for what he wants. And if he doesn't save his money, then he doesn't get that. And we're actually working on a new program that we have that will be really awesome for both our boys.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully it will teach them a little bit about savings as well, and what they get to have and what they don't get to have. But again, if they don't do their chores, they don't do their stuff, they don't earn their money. They don't just get it just because it's earned. And they definitely make sure that they take care of things so they can get the money that they want. But again, it's just hopefully it teaches them when they get into the real world, have a real job, that they know how to manage their money.
Well,
when I met Carrie, she had taught her daughter very well how to keep money, save money, and we blow money on dumb things. It doesn't matter how old you are. And I always thought, man, why is her daughter buying that? But then I thought, well, why do I buy the things I do? But her daughter saved up so much money, she was able to buy a new car. She was able to go out on her own and get her own apartment. When she finally moved out of the apartment, she did well.
Right.
And now she saves all of her money for her husband and all that. And
also,
she's going to school, so it's
one
really cool.
of the things, by engaging the boys in the household chores is, to me, it is important to, and why I think it's important for you to help and show them how to be a good spouse. First of all, they need to be good, so when they move into their own place or have a roommate or whatever, and keeping their space and place clean. It's important to live in a clean space. I'm not talking immaculate, eat off the floors clean. I'm talking about livable clean. There's a difference between lived in and immaculate. I'm not talking immaculate. I'm talking about keep your space clean. Oh, hey, there's Brian. And then we're raising them to, I want them to be good spouses. Yeah. I want them to, when they have a wife, I want them to help her know she's important by helping with the household duties.
Absolutely. So DDG says the 40-hour work week wasn't designed for dual income households. Absolutely.
I think that's a great thought.
It was not designed for that. It was designed for really one person to go out there and do that, and then you could meet at the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what they had. But I mean, really, a 40-hour work week in my world, I have not seen in 15 years, and it's really sad. I can tell you right now, though, my company is 100% about family, and if I said, "Hey, I need a break to hang out with my fam," they'd be all for it. They are very much so. Carrie's work same way. Yours is a little different.
Mine's a lot different.
There are times when it's like she's working a ton, and then there's like a couple days where there's no work at all, and that's okay. And we definitely try to fit in all of our family time as much as we can, because I'm going to go back to this. Kiko says, him and Carla are usually on opposite schedules. So of course, anytime that they have to be able to get out there and enjoy each other and the fam, they're going to do it, which is why they
Yeah.
usually use the weekends to do a lot of their family stuff.
I
It's
think
hard
that's
to do.
something you and I have gotten really bad at, is we don't take enough time to just have me and you time.
We used to. We used to have date night every Thursday.
I know.
And I think we kind of went in opposite directions with our careers and what we were doing, and then it kind of went another opposite direction. I think we're starting to get a feel of where we're at as far as what we do for our careers now and what we're doing and how it works. And then going to that, then, DDG says, it's a challenge to fit in chores, family, and free time. Holy cow, is it hard to do that. Sarah, hey, thanks for joining. Just talking about
Sarah.
Duties and stuff. 53 days, Sarah.
I'm kind of selfish in the fact that in the last year, I carve out an hour of what I call me time, Monday through Thursday, where I go to the gym after work. It's almost, if something comes up and say Riker has something for school, or Brooks has something, or you have something, or there's something that comes up, I will miss a day, but it is very rare when I miss a day. I take that hour after work from 5 to 6 and I go to the gym. That's my me time. And I think since I've started doing that to take care of myself, I feel like it helps me to be a better person all the way around.
Absolutely.
So,
and you have to have that. You really do.
I think me time is very important. Are we to that point in the topics yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, well. Sorry to get off topic.
So, topic number 3, we'll jump there. Start where you are now.
See, Carla, that ties right into our topic 3.
Yeah.
Start where you are now.
Start where you are now.
So see, Carla, you can just start going back now.
You can start now. Okay. What is the specific intention for engaging your partner in renegotiating the household workload? Okay. So do you want to go to the gym? Do you want to go out to a golf league? Do you want to go play pool? Do you want to just sit down and read a book? Do you want to, it depends on what your family time is looking like, what your time for you is looking like. And then here's the thing. You have to ask yourself when you're negotiating this stuff with your spouse, am I seeking more acknowledgement for everything I do for us? Is that why you want to renegotiate it? Or are you wanting more time for yourself? Those are the things that you really have to sit down and figure out. And you need to, okay, Josh, if you want more me time on the golf course, then sit down. Talk to Becky like, I need more time on the golf course. I don't know how you're going to get away with that, but less resentment and a greater sense of fairness. I think a lot of couples get into this thing like, well, I've worked 90 hours this week and I cleaned the kitchen and I've done all the dinners and I have vacuumed and I have mowed the lawn and I've put away the laundry, and then you just like look at them going, oh crap, like I need to help. Mm-hmm. I need to be there to help. But at the same time, I think on the other side of that, I'm the person that likes to look at both sides. Is it fair to go and say, hey, look, I'm doing all this and you're not? You need to sit down with your spouse. You need to sit down and say, hey, I'm overwhelmed. I want some time. We need to do some things to change this. And again, what is it for? Why do you want that? Is it because you're not getting enough recognition? You're not getting enough you time? You want it to be a little bit more balanced? Again, if you can get the balance, it works out really well. For us, it does. It could work for you. If what you're doing now is working, then great. But you do need to think about your spouse. You really do. Boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever. You have to give. You have to give a little bit, and then you can take a little bit as well.
Right.
Yeah. When you do this, you'll have a clearer sense. right? I think when
I
we
think
sat
so.
down and said, hey, we need to do some things. I'm very big about telling Carrie, and it's she doesn't want to be the naggy wife, but I'm a
I
guy.
hate being a naggy
I'm
wife.
I'm a guy, and sometimes I just don't operate that way. And so, like the other day, I said, Carrie, hey, is there anything you'd like me to take care of while you're gone, while you're doing this? And she said no. If there was something she wanted done, she would have said
I
so.
absolutely would have said that.
There's a lot of times I take vacation. It's more of a staycation, and it's just to hang out at the house. I always say, hey, please give me a list of what you'd like done while I'm here. Yes, I am going to take time for myself. I am going to just check out.
I hate giving you a list though.
But
I hate it.
I'm asking that, and that for me, I'm just saying, hey, give me a list.
And then
It's
I
easier.
think, and I know I've said this in my outside voice to you, I'm not your mom. I shouldn't
Correct.
have to give you a list of stuff to do because,
But again,
hello,
the reason
you
I
open
asked,
your eyes, you look around the house, and you think, oh, look, I could vacuum.
I
Floor's dirty.
I do,
Look, dishwasher is clean. I could unload that.
and I
There's
do
laundry
some of
to
those,
put
but I'm
away.
really asking for some of the things I won't just pick up.
But I
I
know
won't
you won't
see
just
that.
do that. That's why I say that.
I know. So just give me a GD list.
I hate that.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
hate feeling like I'm the single mother of a
You are. I'm
30-something
39 years old almost.
Not yet.
and
I hate
38.
feeling like I'm the single mother of a 38-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a sometimes 14-year-old. It's
with it.
frustrating.
Deal with it.
It's frustrating.
It ain't changing,
It's frustrating.
baby. The baby's crying. Oh,
Oh.
no.
Can you hear Kylo crying? I think Riker put Kylo in his pen. Can you hear him crying? Really? Do I need to go get him out of his pen?
Yes, Sarah, a GD list. Please.
I hate a GD list.
It helps.
Who gives me a list? That's what I want to know.
You're different.
There's no magical house
You're
cleaning
different.
fairy that
You're different.
says, Dear Carrie,
You're different.
look, you
You're a
need
woman.
to do the dishes
Women
today.
operate differently than men.
Hey, Carrie, the laundry basket's overflowing.
You don't want it done?
You might
Don't
want
give
to
me
do
the
a
list.
load of laundry.
Don't give me the list.
I'm not giving you a list.
That's fine. Stuff ain't getting done. I almost, yeah.
It's almost insulting to me to have to do that for you.
Oh, well.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
I'm okay with that. I want a list. Okay. Topic number 4, and then we'll get into some fun things. We already kind of have, but topic number 4.
We have to establish our values and our standards, and I know that you and I, it's like we almost have to sit down and reestablish and talk about this. It seems like almost yearly things change with us, and so we have to sit down and reevaluate these things, and we have to decide, what we're doing and what direction we're going in, and so we have to sit down and say what's important to us. And I think it's important to verbalize to your spouse what is important to you and why. And I think still after, what is it, 12 years?
12 years, 9.
12,
almost
after
there.
12 years of being together, I think things have gotten a lot better. So I don't know. I just think it's important for us to sit down and say, this is important to me.
Yeah, and you have to let them know that it's important to you. I think, and it's not always the wife. It's not always the husband. A lot of times, I would say more so in the situations I think that I see or observe or pay attention to. It's more that the husband or the guy is really lax. It's okay. It really doesn't need to be. It's not pressing. We'll get it done when we do.
Well, and one of the things that we talked about is not keeping score of who does what. And I have to admit, I'm really bad about that. I'm really bad about, because it's like you say, I get up in the morning and I do 1 to 2 chores before I go to work, most days. And then I go work my shift at work. And then I go to the gym, and then I come home, and then there's still things to do. And anyway, it's just.
Ooh, dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Carla, what's
that
for
sounds
dinner?
Good. What's for dinner? We got a HelloFresh meal to make.
It's one of the hard things that I have a hard time with is not keeping score of what I do versus what you do. So that's a hard thing for me sometimes.
I think it's a hard thing for a lot of couples. What you've done in the day, what you've done. Each person's career is a little bit different. You might do a lot of physical work. The other person might do a lot of mental work. The one person might do physical and mental work. It should never be a scorecard. When it becomes a scorecard, between you and your spouse, it's gonna be bad. It's not. It doesn't end well, because then it's always who did this versus who did that. And
I'm going to Carla's house for dinner. She's having nachos.
Nachos. Ooh.
That's one of my favorites, but don't ask Midlife about that.
When me and Carrie sat down about husband and wife duties, it wasn't about being a scorecard. It was simply us wanting to understand that we valued each other's time. That I valued Carrie's time, that she didn't always have to do laundry. She didn't always have to cook dinner. She didn't always have to get everything just taken care of. There are a lot of times, and she is just the stubbornest person in the world. And she comes home and says, I'm so tired. I've worked a 14-hour day. I was up at 4 o'clock and I went and worked out and I came here and now I have to empty the dishwasher. Remember, I'm the guy. I totally forgot about it. I was like I
have casino game to play.
I got my casino game to play, and she comes in and I'm like, oh, no, I'll get it. And then no, I'll just do the dishwasher. And I'm like, get your tail out of here and go sit down. I'll take care of it. And no, she just keeps doing it. And so you know what I do? I go to the living room, I get my phone, I get on that casino game. I ain't arguing with her. Ain't doing it.
It's because I win.
Yeah, she wins. She can do a dishwasher all night long when that happens. But there are times when it happens like that. But I do value her time. I do value that she works her tail off and does all that stuff for us. And it's very much appreciated. And I try so hard to remember to make the bed and empty the dishwasher and rinse out my bowl. And I'm done. Try it. It also, the other thing. I know. You saw. You're 150. I'm 10.
I saw that.
The other thing that I think that for us, as our boys see us do this together, it shows them what they hopefully will do when they become older and are in a relationship. I sure hope that my boys are kind and generous and thoughtful and caring when it comes to their spouse. I sure hope that they treat their wife, their partner, whatever happens. I just hope that they treat their person good.
I hope so too.
I hope that they see how we both work together and argue together. I hope that they just they do that and they pay attention to that. I think that's really big. I was just telling one, that we missed you and we was bragging. Okay. You guys all hung out, you turds. We love seeing all you guys doing that. So that's kind of our topic. That was kind of our stay on topic and stuff. And now we kind of get into the funner stuff, really. I don't know if it's the funner stuff, but just kind of the open forum. What do you guys think? Should the wife take care of all the house duties? Laundry, dishes, sweep, mop, vacuum, dust? I mean, is this still how it works in your guys' household, in the household? Or is it that you both share duties? Do you both do those type of things? What is it that you guys do in your household? And does it work? Is it all right? Is it okay? Back in the 1900s, we're out of the 1900s now. 1910, 1920, earlier than that. It used to be the wife would take care of all of that stuff because the husband, the man, was out there working. Josh does all the editing. Becky does the dishes. Now, that would have been funnier if it would have said, I do all the eating, Becky does all the dishes.
That might have been funny.
I'm so jealous you guys got to meet Jeff Pike and Lisa. Dang it.
I saw the pictures. That was awesome.
I need to get Jeff Pike and Lisa on here.
I'm glad they got to get out of Washington and go to Disneyland and do that again. That's good. They do live in Washington, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copamelo says that they both jump in where it is needed. Yeah, I don't. I still have quite a few friends out there. I do all the editing. Andrea does all the dishes most of the time. Carla also is with Josh. They do the editing. Again, I have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends, actually. You guys. This person here, best friend. I don't. I have some friends that still live under that. The wife takes care of everything at the house. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't. I don't even think that. And I'll kind of go into this. I don't know if the stay-at-home mom or dad. I think that yes, if they are staying home, that they've chosen to stay home. That it would be nice to see the house picked up. It would be nice to see some of the things around the house being taken care of, dishes, laundry. But I don't think it always has to fall on that. I still think that you can, at this point in time where we're at, the husband or the wife can help take care of some of those things. Again, being interesting, not losing yourself, valuing the time.
Right.
The husband, the stay-at-home mom, the stay-at-home dad is stuck at home all day, not seeing anything. And maybe that's what they've chosen to do. Maybe that works. But they're home all day. They don't see anybody. They don't talk. I mean, they talk to them on the phone, but they're not out in the real world. I really think that you still need that. I think
Absolutely.
that you have to go out there and do a little bit of socializing. Now,
and sometimes when you are a stay-at-home parent with littles, it's all you can do in a day to make sure that neither one of you dies.
Or get a grown-up conversation. A lot of stay-at-home moms and a lot of stay-at-home dads don't get that adult conversation because they are home with kids, littles, all the time, all day long, and you're like trying not to wrap them in duct tape and put them in the basement. We never did that with our kids more than once a week. Maybe. Hope they're not watching.
Right.
So I don't know. That's just my thought. I don't necessarily think that it should be, the wife.
I don't know very many people who have a stay-at-home position.
I know 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when I say I know some stay-at-home moms, dads too. They actually do have a job that they're doing from home, but they're mainly home. You're letting out all the secrets. I know. Don't. Yep. But that was Juan who wanted to put Sierra in the locker, not me. Just so you know, I was against it. I wanted to put her on a fence with a sign that said, I'm free. I'm just kidding.
That's not funny.
DDG says, I was a stay-at-home mom for 20 years and now career school for 3. You are right on both sides of what you said. Stay-at-home moms, they might do homeschool. They might. Every situation is different, but I still, for me, strongly do not feel as though if you're a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, you have to make sure that house is clean, make sure the laundry's done, make sure the dishes are done, make sure that
make sure dinner's on the table.
Dinner's at the table at 5. Like, I just don't. I don't like that. I don't. Maybe back then when it was, but it's so much different, and it's not any knock on a man or a woman. I just think, yes, you are at home a majority of the time, and you do have the time to do that, and it shouldn't be a tornado when you walk through the house. I mean, keep it picked up, but I don't think it has to be spotless all the time. And I don't think that it just has to fall on the stay at home mom or the stay at home dad. There's you can help out, like, seriously. And I guess if it works out that way, then it works out that way. But I guarantee there is a lot of resentment from that stay at home mom or stay at home dad that is expected to have all that done.
Well, and I think that the key word in that sentence is expectations. It's when you have expectations, unrealistic expectations of your spouse.
Yeah, I think it can't be expected. Carla was working from home, but it was like she was gone at work and still busy. It was that you have to have that. Yes, I still need help and work together. The kids have always had age appropriate chores too, is what DDG said.
Yeah.
So that's it's just good teaching. That's what you do.
Well, and I think that as times change and life has changed drastically since that was an expectation. And I know I always use the 1950s as a reference, but really back in the 1950s, women were not really welcome in the workplace very much. They had their specific roles and specific jobs, but most women were stay-at-home moms. They were homemakers, and that was what was expected of them. And I can't say that I think it's all that fair, but that was kind of how it was. And times are changing, and everything is evolving and changing, and I think that as life evolves and changes, that our roles as spouses need to evolve and change as well.
Absolutely.
And again, I think one of the biggest things that I've had to learn in our relationship is managing my expectations. Really.
They're high. I can't even show you on a scale how high they are.
So high. Next. Moving right along.
Just kidding. So with that too, and it just kind of falls into it. Should the husband take care of all the big projects? Should he be the one building things? Should he be the one mowing the lawn, moving the furniture? Again, times have changed. I think
I like it when we work together on things.
Yeah, I think it's a lot different now. The last thing that I really wanted to touch on was, and this kind of goes back to not keeping score. I think that when a spouse works so much in a workday, whether you work 5 hours, whether you work 15 hours, I think that you need to recognize that as each other as spouse, husband and wife, that maybe they have worked a little bit longer, whether it be physical or mental. It doesn't matter. I think you gotta just understand that they've been working a lot of hours, or not enough hour, or not a lot of hours. Again, don't keep score, but recognize, understand they might be tired physically, mentally, and they might need a little help on things that they do. Yes, you have established, oh, well, you're going to do this, and you're going to do this, and you're going to do this. I'm going to do this. We'll try to take care of this. I think, oh, yeah. Oh. It reminds me of the chair Rosa put up on social media.
Right.
And I think, again, right there, that's where we're going to end it, Sarah. At the end of the day, it's a partnership. And if you work together, things just flow. Things work out way better. It's not always going to be that way. I promise you, this partnership, this husband and wife stuff is not easy. It doesn't just come now. It takes a minute.
Absolutely.
It takes work. And there's...
Work together.
we yell and scream and fight, and we work through it now. We work through a lot of things, and it takes a minute. It's not a fairy tale for sure, but it can be a good relationship, a healthy relationship. It's you help out, and then you have kids, and then the kids do all the chores and the work.
That's right.
So you can sit down and not do anything. Yeah, it is like a roller coaster for sure. There's ups and downs for sure. But again, we wanted to talk about this because there are a lot of people out there that struggle and haven't figured it out and haven't been able to find that yin and yang. They haven't been able to get to that happy medium. So we thought maybe if we talked about this, it might help out and bring some light. When you do talk about this with your spouse, there's going to be some hard feelings. There's going to be, when you talk about some truths, it's not going to be easy. You have to go into an open mind and understand that there might be some things that you don't do very well, and you just need to work on it. It's not an attack. It's not a personal attack. Don't make it a personal attack. Understand that it's, hey, this is how you feel. This is what's going on, and work together. Find a way. Let's go find me a man now. Sasquatch. I mean, he's here. Let's do it.
The hairy man.
The hairy man. He's in Alaska. We tried to talk to you about this. You don't want a man. You don't want a relationship. It's rough, hard work.
You poor thing. So sorry.
So, anyway, that was kind of our topic tonight. We have another hard topic. We're just not quite ready to talk about that yet. We're going to need lots of alcohol.
What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding. Blended families.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hard one too. But it's not hard. It's a very sensitive subject. It's kind of like politics and religion, and not as bad. But
I don't think it's that bad. It's just
it's very touchy subject, and we just have to. We've been talking about it it's actually when I started my podcast 2 years ago. Been 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my topics, and we still have not got to. We haven't finalized it all. We haven't fine-tuned it all, but we will. We'll talk about it. It's one of those fun. It'll be a good topic to talk about, and hopefully help. That's kind of what these ones are, just hopefully a helper to say, hey, we're vulnerable. We're not.
I'm glad I handled this topic as well as I did.
She was nervous. She was sweating, and she had to dry her armpits, and I'm just kidding.
You're so weird.
The beginning is rough. The beginning is rough when you get into a relationship because it's all fun. It's all a honeymoon. You want them to see all the good in you, and you don't talk about the bad. You don't talk about your bad habits and the things that you don't want them to not like you, and then things start coming out, and you're like, crap, oh no. Stop it. You just don't say anything.
I'm not saying anything.
I know. But it's hard in the beginning. Well, it's fun in the beginning, and then it's kind of like in the middle. It's like right there in the middle, it gets muddled, and it really tests everybody. I think it tests almost everyone. And when you can work through it and get past it, it just starts to really. I mean, it's really flowed really good for several years now.
Almost 12.
I was thinking like 12 too. What did you say? Crude now? They have a...
Now they know I have sleep apnea?
Sleep apnea. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Carla was saying blended family, rough at first. Yeah, it can be.
Oh.
And when we get to that topic, you guys are going to be on the stream. Hopefully you're and we'll talk to you about that. Hopefully you'll want to be on the stream about that. It's
I think Juan's talking about the middle of the relationship when they find out, oh, I have sleep apnea. I have to wear the CPAP at night.
Yeah. I just
That's
put the
sexy.
pillow over Carrie's face.
Hey, you
Well,
snore.
I know, but that's you. You do what you need to do. I just put the pillow over your face, and she stops real quick.
You're so mean.
Just kidding.
You are so mean.
So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Michael's going to enjoy making his own damn dinner tonight.
I got this cereal in the cupboard.
Perfect.
Make a sandwich, SpaghettiOs. Yeah, right. I'm gonna go make a Hello Fresh dinner. Whew.
She said, hopefully Kiko's not working.
We'll make sure that we want to plan it so that Kiko's not working, and it might not be on a Monday, and we might pre-record it. It is what it is. Hey Kiko, thanks for joining. Have a good rest of your day as well. Don't work too hard. But anyway, what do you guys think? Let's, while we have everybody here, what do you guys think about? What do you guys think about the Magic Key? What do you guys think about Genie Plus? I think it's super funny. I have been reading some posts. I have been reading some posts about this Genie Plus thing, about how upset a lot of Disney World people are. Have you seen any of that?
I haven't. Why?
So I'm in a lot of Facebook groups that talk about that, but they are super upset that they used to be able to make reservations like 90 days out, 60 days out, and now they have to do Genie and Genie Plus, and they can't do that. What
do you mean?
Because they had free fast passes. They never had. Okay, so if you look at what Genie Plus is, let's just take away the name. It is Max Pass to a T.
Okay, we used to do that.
Which is okay. That's at Disneyland.
Okay,
but Disney
we're
World
used to doing that.
Disney World didn't. I'm talking about Disney World people that go to Disney World day in and day out.
Okay.
All of those people, they're super upset about it because they used to be able to just go do it and it was free. They just made their reservations. They did all their fast passes, and it's anytime you start charging for something like that was free, people will be upset. Absolutely, Joe.
Yeah.
I think so. But
you just have to give it time, and then after a while, people won't know that it was free, and they're just used to paying it. So
what I think is very interesting, and a couple of the streams that I do watch on the outside, I am very interested to see how this changes the standby line. I want to know how that changes that. Because if anybody has ever been in Radiator Springs Racers and you have a fast pass, it is just as much time to wait in that line. It's actually shorter, but it's almost an hour wait in a fast pass line. Like your fast pass used to be get on 10, 15, 20 minutes and you were there. I think, yeah, and I think like you said, DDG, it does exactly what the FastPass did, and it's automated, but you have to pay for it now. There is no free FastPass anymore, and Walt Disney World people are super upset about it that they don't have that luxury. I think that when you look at I think that DDG Disney World, Disneyland, I don't know if they should have kept the free fast passes because it was very awesome. Genie is free, but if I remember reading it right, Genie, all it does is help you kind of tell you when things are there. You don't get to book fast pass rides. There's no fast pass. You have to pay for Genie
that's
Plus.
Why she just said Genie Plus is paid.
Yeah, Genie is free, but you don't get a fast pass with Genie.
No, it just helps you.
It just helps you navigate. You don't get a fast pass. The fast pass is with Genie Plus. In the fast pass line, it'll help the standby go faster. Win-win for both parties. Okay,
I hope
for
so.
for Disney World, yes. For Disneyland, I don't think so because they're so used to Max Pass, and that's where it will be interesting because there also is a secondary tier on Genie Plus that adds to Rise of the Resistance, Radiator Springs. Um, they're going to have extra paid, and that's in the Lightning line, which is a lot different than what the Genie Fast Pass line is.
Oh, I
So
forgot about
it will
that.
be interesting to see what they make in the Lightning lines because I do think that Rise of the Resistance will be there. I think that Cars Radiator Racers will be there. I would imagine that you might see like a Space Mountain in there. You might see just those top echelon e-ticket rides they will have there. I would imagine Tron might be something in Disney World that they
Is
might
that
have.
even open yet?
I don't think so. It was supposed to be, but I don't think it's going to be open even when we get there. I don't know, but I think again it will be interesting. I agree, Joe. I think it will help the standby go faster in Disney World. I don't think it will change in Disneyland because
That'd be interesting to see.
we've already seen Max Pass, and it's just Max Pass. We paid the $20 for Max Pass, and that's what you got. You got to go into the lines. Now, what I think was, oh, there you go. So 2022.
Oh,
So they
okay.
bumped
Thanks,
it.
Joe.
Thank you, Joe. I think that what was really cool about Max Pass, why we got that, was because you could be standing in one ride and book your ride for the next one. With regular Fast Pass, free Fast Pass, you had to.
I like that it has the photo pass in it too, though.
It doesn't have. Does it have photo
Yeah,
pass?
it
Okay,
does.
so Max Pass did. I don't know if Genie Plus does.
It does.
Oh, it does.
includes
Okay,
photo
all right.
pass.
So with the free Fast Pass, you had to go all the way to the queue, get the ticket, and then you had to go back to the ride when you could.
That was nice when the boys would run to get that.
It was
fast
nice when they
pass.
ran to get that, but there was that whole 5 to 10 to 15 minutes to get to that kiosk to get that free paper ticket Fast Pass.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been to Disneyland, if you've been to, well, Disney World's a little different, but if you've been to Disneyland in the last 2 or 3 years since they've had Max Pass, people were knocking out those Fast Passes before you could really even get, like normally you get to, you'd be on Indiana Jones and you'd go over to Star Tours and get a Fast Pass, and you used to be able to get that ticket and you could get it in it might be an hour or two. And then when they introduced Max Pass, I really felt like it was like now it's 3 or 4 hours past that.
Yeah.
Remember, Max Pass could be paid one time for the year. Paying each time will cause less people to take it. I guess I didn't realize that you could make a one-time pay for
I
Max
didn't know that
Pass. We
either.
didn't know that. Sad
But we
because
only
we would.
went one time.
Yeah,
a
we
year.
only went one time a year.
We were planning on going there until.
A lot more, yeah. But I think you're exactly right, Joe. That when you have to pay each time, already in Disney World, it is a big talking point on all of the blogs, on the Facebook chat channels, that they are super not happy. Of course they're not, because they had it for free. That they have to pay for this now. But again, I still think it's the right way to go. I think you want to be in the front of the line, you should pay. If you want to be a standby person, stand by and sit in the line.
I think here's a good thing to think about. I think when, for us, when we go to Disneyland and we don't have an annual pass, we get we're going for a certain amount of days. We need to maximize our time there. And to us, Max Pass was worth it because we typically didn't get to go many times a year. So
right.
For us, it helped us maximize our time. But maybe Max Pass isn't, or Genie Plus isn't worth it for people who actually buy like one of the Magic Keys and they get to make the reservations and go, because they're not in a hurry to get as much done as they can.
Right.
They can do so much on this time, and then they've got another reservation in a couple of weeks. They'll do some more
Right.
then. So,
I agree with you, Joe. I think that the fast pass system was broken, and this is gonna fix it. This is the step in the right direction. But like you said, we wanted to maximize our time, which is why we got the max pass. We didn't get it every single day though, because as we went, we got it like 1 or 2 days out of the 4 or 5 that we were there,
that's true.
because we wanted to go out and maximize the first couple days or even the last couple days, and then we just enjoyed our time. We let Disney come to us.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing that we've learned over the years. Let Disney come to us and decide what we're going to do. So we've really enjoyed that. Um, Again, I think it's going to help the standby, because the standby lines got so ridiculously long because they were catering to the fast pass people more so than the standby people. And again, in the beginning of it, it was, there was only like 10 to 15 people like this. I mean, it's theme park brain, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly, Sarah. I think for the families that go all the time, like Carrie said, those people that get the Magic Key, or AKA the AP Pass, it's not worth it for them to get the Max Pass all the time, because they are there all the time. Again, it's going to change a little bit because you have to make reservations. You can't just go on a whim. Becky gets off of work and just says, "Hey, I'm going to go to Disneyland." If it's available, she can go. But if she had the Magic Key,
more often than not, it will be available. I don't think they're going to be sold out every
I don't
day.
think so either. I honestly do not think when they release this in 3 days to 26th, right?
It's the 25th.
25th, 2 days when they release this. I don't think they're going to sell out. I really don't. And the reason being is because Disney did not. They made a good effort at making it good, but I just don't think
the reservations won't book out.
But again, I think that's because there's not going to be. Again, Disneyland is AP driven. They are annual pass driven. Disney World might be a different story because it's everybody coming from everywhere. Look at, we just tried to book that one restaurant for Hollywood Studios, and it's booked. You can't get it, and we're already 60 days out. So
we should have thought about that sooner.
We didn't really work on that one, but it could have already been booked. It is what it is. We found some other cool places that we already reserved, so super happy about that. But I don't think they are going to. I just don't think that they are. I don't think that Disneyland is going to grab all the Magic Key people. I just don't think it's going to happen right away. Yes, Josh, you need to go book food now. It is nuts. You and Becky might have groups of 2, groups of 4 are a little easier to get, groups of 6 very hard, 8 impossible, 10 non-existent. So just so you know that, it's very hard.
Here's something to consider too for people in California who, okay, there are a lot of families who used to do the annual pass holder thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that there are a lot of families out there anymore that can afford it. Even with you being able to make payments when you're a California resident, I'm not sure that people are looking at those Magic Key passes, and I don't know that they're looking at that as something that they want to put in their budget. I don't know. There are just so many twists and turns to it. Do people want to budget that in? And then, I don't know.
The reason I don't think that, again, I'm an outside perspective. I look at a lot of different things. I'm not in the mix like a lot of our friends are, day in and day out, and have been for many years. I'm just simply observing from what I saw. We all said when Disney, we missed Disney for 18 months, and then all of a sudden it opened up, and we all said, what I said, once Disney opens, I will be there. That, when it opens up, I'm going to go there. And look what happened. They didn't sell out with their capacity for the first 2 or 3 days. Like it didn't. And again, there's also some different things. So I'm gonna just comment. Yes, you gotta book your food reservations. Disney World is a whole different animal, and people are booking 60
You can't
days
just
out.
go to restaurants and do standby like you used to be able to do.
They do have some of that, but
Some,
it is very rare that you get in there. Even harder that it is so hard for them to get a seat, to get food. You have to book now. If you want to do a nice sit down thing. So we want to do, again, we always do a nice dinner, a nice lunch when we do our stuff. We're going to do 2 nice dinners and 1 really nice lunch, maybe 1 breakfast. But yes, if you want to do a sit down thing, so we're going to do the
I don't remember.
The Treehouse Tavern, and then we looked at a couple other ones. Counter service. I'm just going to make sandwiches, bring in there.
You know, I'm okay with doing that, really. I can honestly tell you, I only had there was one place I wanted to go because I thought it looked so amazing and cool, and we can't even get in there.
I know.
So
holy cow.
at this point, I'm
out.
fine with just getting what we get and just enjoying our time. I'm not stressed out about...
Tony's, yes. Tony's.
I'm just not stressed out about...
And we have the Epcot day where we're going to do all the food and drink, and they have all that. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah. Animal Kingdom quick service is amazing. Yes, I've heard so many good things about that. We really want that. Joe says, I read an article that said Disney was only expecting to sell about 50 to 60% Magic Keys compared to Legacy Passes. And I think you're spot on about that. All I care about is Tuesday drinking around the world. Yes. Oh, you're doing... Is it Tuesday? Oh, it is Tuesday. I keep thinking we're starting Monday, Tuesday, but we're starting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so you're right. We were going to do... and if they still have it, I haven't heard anything yet for some of my people. Maybe you guys know that are on the stream. The Epcot fireworks show. If they're doing that, we kind of wanted to do the French cuisine place to watch the fireworks show. It's like $50 per person.
Holy what?
That's cheaper than when we did the World of Color one.
Oh, I know. I know it's expensive, but we didn't ever talk about $50 a person to watch fireworks at Epcot.
It's good. It's a good group of like 50 of us going crazy. Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun.
It will be
super
great.
Excited for all of it. 53 days. It's going to come so soon, and then it's going to be gone so fast. And 50 for a princess breakfast. Yes, and they are starting to do, it's a little limited for the breakfast and the lunches for character dining, but they do have them. So it is cool if you can get in there.
Can I just live vicariously through whoever does that because I'm a big tightwad?
She's a big tightwad. Oh, that's why we work so hard, huh? Surprise Carrie. I will. I am going to.
I hate surprises.
She hates surprises. I've already got our stuff for her birthday, and it's like...
We're not talking about that.
Dang it.
I don't want to talk about the birthday.
So, super excited for all that. I'm super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, end of the stream. I should have done this earlier. Big shout out to all you guys that subscribe to us and watch our channel.
Thank you so much,
super appreciate it. Please go check out, we always do sponsors and stuff, and we still have some of that, but we really want to shout out some of the channels that we really enjoy watching and that also support us. So big shout out to Midlife Vibes. They really got me into all of this YouTube and vlogging and a lot of this stuff. So thank you so much to Midlife on all of your advice and all of your awesome videos and all of your cool content over the years. Even before I knew you, I've been able to go back and start watching some of those previous videos that I didn't watch. It's just a blessing. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't checked it out, you're new to our channel, you're not subscribed to Midlife Vibes, go check them out. They're on YouTube, they're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat.
What?
He's like on all of them.
He's on Twitter?
He is. But he's not a good tweeter. None of us, I think, are good tweeters. It's horrible. It's so hard. I don't get to tweeting, so I'm good. I mean, I do have Twitter on there, and I do have a Twitter thing, but yeah, I'm good. I'm all right. Second, Carla and Kiko Adventures. They do a lot of cool things outside of the theme park. They go do a lot of fun things out there, and they've really given us some good ideas and some fun things. A reading with Michael has been one of those, and just a good relationship with those guys, and it's just so awesome. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Carla and Kiko, please do so. They have a funny video out there about the Colony Hotel. It was horrible. It was scary. We talked about that last week. Check out their content. They are on YouTube. They're on Facebook. They're on TikTok. They're on all the same ones as well. Instagram. So go subscribe to them. The Yayas. We don't do a whole bunch with the Yayas, but I do like watching Ebe's stuff. So go subscribe to them. I really, really, really like his content when he does things. He's great. He just, he's got some different things. Kittle TV is another one out there that I super enjoy watching out there, and he has been a good supporter, and he's helped me with a few things on editing and music stuff. So appreciate Fernie and Dee for all of that. Super appreciate that. What about you?
Well, we have Kevin Hernandez vlogs. I've never seen any of his vlogs. I'll have to check him out.
Kevin Hernandez, yes, thank you so much. DDG really just does Facebook and Instagram. I don't know, do you do any YouTube things? I think she's just on YouTube.
Moderates mostly,
she moderates is what she does, which is awesome.
But she's always a big supporter of us, and we
appreciate that. Same with Joe. Yep.
They are amazing people that I can't wait to see in 53 days.
Part of Rosa's World. She has an amazing channel over there. She's on YouTube. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram. She does a lot of Target runs. She does Dutch Brother runs. She does a lot of fun things on there if you're into that. Video
Sorry
game
for
stuff.
the ginormous dog barking.
She's just protecting the house.
She's real twitchy lately, and
yeah.
So
Juan Rodriguez.
Oh,
Juanito,
yeah.
Thank you so much. He's more of a mod and a supporter. He doesn't.
But also, Juan does some really cool pictures on Instagram.
Yes.
So cool. He has a really keen eye for taking that amazing shot that you would miss with your own eyes.
Right. Absolutely.
So,
and he gets us into all the fun things when you didn't think that you get to. So, hey, DDG, Midlife, if you didn't make a food reservation, I bet Juan will be able to get you guys into wherever you need to. Juan also made this. He didn't produce it, but he put this all together. This logo, that logo up there, he did all that, and I super appreciate it.
Juan's the one that kind of pushes us out of our box.
He does. You do push us out of the box, and it's a lot of fun. Sometimes we're trying to be...
Juan's very spontaneous and fun. And then Juan says on there, I am also ugly and clumsy. Juan, you don't talk that way about my friend.
You are not. You are beautiful and amazing all the time. Sarah Prescott, she is new to our group. Us. And we super appreciate your support. She is what Midlife and Josh likes to call the bag lady. Although she is much more than the bag lady. Super amazing person. She is a mod. She is a supporter. She has a lot of fun stuff that she puts on her Facebook and her Instagram, so check her out.
Cope and Mellow.
Cope and Mellow.
We'd like to shout out Copeland
Cigar Box Guitars and Threads by Cope.
Oh, why can't I say that tonight?
It's hard.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Sarah is the mother figure of the group. She keeps us all in line when Becky is being Dory.
And then I also would like to give a little shout out to Margarita's Bag. She is pure Disney magic. She makes beautiful stickers, patches, mugs. She just put out the coolest shirts. We're going to be doing a little I got a shirt from her in the mail that I'm going to do a little short YouTube video for. It won't be like the short, but it'll be 5 minutes or less. So look for that to come where I open my magic mail.
Between the Vibes, our very own Becky, she does lots of fun things. She does her mass. She does some cooking things. Yes. Super miss her. I know she's just been really super busy, and that's okay. Life sometimes takes you in a direction where you got to do what you can do. But again, thank you so much to all of you guys that support us. Thank you so much to all of those that are not here. I don't want to dismiss any of you guys that I didn't shout out to, but really wanted to, Midlife, Yaya's, Kittle, Carla and Kiko, Margarita's Bag. They really do have big YouTube channels that they do a lot of content on.
Margarita's Bag has an Etsy shop and a webpage, and she's big on Instagram.
So we just want you to support and follow them.
I want to, so Cope and Mellow not only have the Copeland cigar box guitars, I got that out, but then there's Threads by Cope, where there are some really fabulous shirts. I am kind of restraining myself right now because I put a spending limit on myself.
Yes, you did.
And then they have mugs, and they are just so cool. They would just make amazing gifts. So cool. I know where I'm going to be doing 99% of my Christmas shopping for family.
Yep.
So
there's some cool stuff by all of you guys that have all of your shops and your merch and your stuff. So we super appreciate all you guys. There's a lot of other channels that we do watch. They haven't really latched on. They're huge channels. Maybe one day they'll watch our channel and watch the little one. Maybe we'll grow as big as our big channels. And
I'd like to.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be good. Oh, one other thing. I have a friend here in town who does, and she has a YouTube.
Yes.
She has a YouTube page or YouTube account. What is it? A YouTube what? A channel.
YouTube channel.
YouTube channel. It's called Little Luxuries with Lynn, and she does unboxing. It blows my mind how many subscription boxes are out there. She's invited me to do a unboxing, to subscribe to a thing and get a box and open them together. And I've told her I would do it because why not step out of the box and do something fun?
Yep, absolutely. She has a really fun channel. If you like boxes of, what is there, Stitch Fix, Under Armour, Disney
Under
Box.
Armour doesn't have a box anymore.
Oh, they don't? Oh.
No.
But they do have those things.
Stitch Fix and Ipsy and...
There's so many.
I'm blanking out right now.
There's so many.
She does a lot of fun things if you like to watch people open boxes of stuff.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So check all these guys out. Subscribe to them. Like them. Hit the notification bells. All of those things so that you don't miss their content. If you don't like them, then okay, you don't like them. But I think you will. I enjoy them. They have some fun streams. They have some fun videos. They have some great content in all of their stuff. A lot of them have merch places, which helps them run their streams, which helps us get our stuff.
Say bye, Carlo.
All of those things. So we just want to thank everybody. We appreciate you. We're going to let you go now. We're hungry. We got to get HelloFresh cooking, or I might be having cereal. Sleeping on the bed back here. Who knows? Just kidding. But thank you guys.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody, for everything. And again, check us out, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And with that, this timeout is over.